Okay.
It's 8:03. One day this is going to load and it's going to be great.
Ready? Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdam or a dowager, long withering out a young man revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrates, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. The pale companion's not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day twixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than he, if not with vantage as Demetrius, and which is more than all the boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not then I persecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Netter's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man?
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius, Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever tell by tale or history, the course of true love did run smooth, but either it was in different blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled, too low.
or else misgraft in respect of years,
Oh, spite, too old
or
to
else
be
it
engaged,
stood
too
upon
young.
choice of friends.
How to choose love by another's eyes. If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny.
And in good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. Therefore, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth from thy father's house tomorrow night in the wood, a league without the town, and where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to the morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, and that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Good Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves you fair, oh happy fair. Oh teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach me my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will flee this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned up heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with pearl the bladed glass, a time that lovers' flights do still conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring his beauties, things base and vile, folding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here and mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Well, here is the scroll for every man's name, which is thought fit for all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Aye, marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary, now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourself.
And sir, as I call you, Nick the Bottom. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
Well, you, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prisoned gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. Oh, that was lofty. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, that's all one. So play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And may I hide my face? Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous, tiny little voice. Thisbe, our Pyramus lover dear, thy Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you, Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Oh, here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Snout, the tinker. You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Pyramus, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. You, the lion's part. And, I hope, here is a play fitted.
Do you have the lion's part written? Pray you, if you do, give it to me now, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh, let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, and I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang
That would
us,
hang us, every mother's
mother's
son.
son. I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggregate my voice so that I will roar as gently as a sucking dove. I will roar you and were any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man. As one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood a mile without town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy, and now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagry? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport, and this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it, then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side. But she being mortal of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song?
I remember.
Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me that they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am, and woed within this wood, because I cannot see or meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? I tell you, or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor cannot, love you?
And even for that I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look upon thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
Oh, you do impeach your modesty much too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, and for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. And how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
Oh, I will run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beast.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou wilt follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in this wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wood, and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon thy hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Ah, hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some war with the rear mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now to sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
Hence away, now all is well.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out a bed, for I upon this bank will lay my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One head, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, takes the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty.
Amen, amen. To that fair prey say I, here is my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve the flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who's here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack-love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, thou thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee. Hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay. On thy peril, I will go alone.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Oh, transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword?
Do not say so, Lysander. Do not say so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what thou? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena do I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good truth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do. In such disdainful manner me to woo? Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest come thou Lysander near. For as the fate of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, and all my power address your love and might to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where you speak, and if you hear, speak of all love. I swoon almost with fear, no, that I don't perceive you at all not nigh, either death or you, I'll find immediately.
It's the New York.
Are we all met?
Pat! Ah, and here is a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What say thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I believe that we should leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will not do harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will pit them out of fear.
We will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise you.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must say his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would request of you, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life or yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were a pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am man as other men are, and there indeed let him name his name and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out the moonshine.
Yes, it doth say, shine that night.
Why then, you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at our casement.
Or else one must come in with a brush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through a chink in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present us wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, that may be, then all is well. Well, come, sit down, every mother's son, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech and enter that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swagging here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor in Act or two, perhaps, if I see fit.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forward.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors!
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will appear to thee.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you? For you must understand, he goes to see a noise that he heard, and used to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horses that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus's tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that part yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus. Pyramus, enter. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past and is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monster! Oh, strange! Oh, sweet-hearted Pyramus! Help!
Oh, bottom! Oh, and thou art changed.
What do you see?
I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass out of me, to fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The owl so cock so blurk of you with horns tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? Oh, I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, on the first of you to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I'm a spirit of no common rate, the summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me, peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit, what night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. While she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, were met together to rehearse a play. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head, so at his sight away his fellows fly. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked of force, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, as he to me, would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be thou hast murdered him, so should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murderer look, and so should I, pierced to the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog, out! Curl, thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
Oh, there is no following her in this fierce vein. Here hence there for a while, I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth grow heavier grow.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's arch awry, sink in apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as glorious lie as the Venus of the sky, when thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone.
Why should you think that I woo in scorn? Scorn and division never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena. Oh, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? The crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show. Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. When thou holdest up thy hand, oh, let me kiss it. Mwah, mwah. This princess of pure white, this steel of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes.
You are unkind. Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. For if I ever loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her is but as a guest who I sojourned. And now to Helen, it is my home returned, and there
Helen,
to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou habit it dear. Look, there comes thy love, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found? Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leavest me so?
Why should he stay, when whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could thou make thee know that the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, you most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious and celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her that he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit sad looks, wink each at other, hold the sweet jest up, but fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence should soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy treats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I do not love thee.
I say I love thee more than she can ever do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love,
Thy love out. Tawny Tartar out. Loved medicine. Hated potion hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Oh, I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? I should hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Am I as fair now as I was erewhile? Since night you love me, yet night you left me. Why then you left me, oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye, by my life, be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, Faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare. Between our statutes she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails will reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, I am a right maid for my coward. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come at her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimist of hindering not grass maid, you bead, you acorn.
Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part.
Now she holds me not. Now, fellow, if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I shall go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb, into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property: when they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll go to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with you straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, Speak again, thou runaway, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak, in some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Come, recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yes, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and yet still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. That fallen am I in dark and uneven way, and here will rest me.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward, why comest thou not?
Bide me if thou darest. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this deer. If ever thy face by daylight see, now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold. By day's approach look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away a while from mine own company.
Yep, but 3? Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up for it. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedabbled with the dew and torn with briers, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man should take his own in your waking will be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek and smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom? Ooh. Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur. Get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the tip of a thistle. Good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready? What's your will?
Oh, nothing, good monsieur. But to help Calvary Cobweb to scratch, I must to a barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let me have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Ooh, truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Oh, welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her doted now I do begin to pity, for meeting her late behind the wood. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, and now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call. Strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy King, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I was sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Helena, I wonder of their being here together. Yeah. My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius this is Helena, old Nader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here, but I think for truly as I speak, and now I bethink me, so it is that I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head.
Oh, but, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is that my love to Hermia has melted as the snow. It seems to me now that as the remembrance of an idol god in which my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness I did loathe this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, I love it, I long for it, and I forevermore will be true to it.
Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure that we're awake? It seems to me that we get sleep, that we dream. Do you not think that the Duke was just here and did bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us to follow him to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will say the next. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince, Flute the bellows mender, Snout the tinkerer, Starfling. God's my life, stolen hints and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass. If he go about to expound this dream, methought I was. There is no man can tell what. Methought I was. And methought I had. But man is a patched fool. If he will offer to say what methought I had, the eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he's been transported.
If he come not, then the play is married. It goes not forward, doth it?
No!
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person, too. And he has a very paramorphous, sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Oh, masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies or more to be married. If our sport had gone forward, we would have had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom! This hath he lost 6pence a day during his life. He could have not scaped 6pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away.
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of."
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Come now. What moss, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening?
There is a brief, how many sports are ripe, make choice of which your highness will see first.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord? What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
And we will hear it.
No, noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing. Nothing in the world.
I will hear that play. Go, bring them in. And take your places, ladies.
"I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing."
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
"He says they can do nothing in this kind."
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So, please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we with our goodwill. That you would think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simplest skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, a time. What? We are not here. That you should hear, repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Gentles! Perchance you wonder at this show. But wander on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. If you would know, this beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present woe, that vile woe which did these lovers sunder. Yes, and through war's chink, and through war's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and brush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trustby Thisbe, came first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, she let her mantle fall, which lion, foul with bloody mouth, did stay. And fine, alone comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And as such a wall, as I would have you think that it had crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did often whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am the same wall. The truth is so, and cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Pyramus draws near the wall.
Oh, grim-looking night, oh, night, with hues so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, thou standst between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, thou whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou will, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus to Procrus was so true.
A Shafalus to Procrus I do.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Nenny's too meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, this wall, away go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
This is the silliest stuff ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you, who gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar, then know that I, one Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, it twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of good conscience.
This lantern doth the horned moon do present.
He should have horns on his head.
This lantern doth the haunted moon do present. Myself, the man at the moon, do seem to be.
Well, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How is it else the man in the moon?
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon, I myself, the man at the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, the lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes! Do you see? How can it be, O dainty duck, O dear? Thy mantle girt was stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell. O fates, come. Cut thread and thrum. Quell, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath you deflowered, my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, and confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap where the heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy flight, moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover. Prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! My son? Dead! A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These, my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast and brew. And farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye. And Wall, too.
Oh, no, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a Bergamas dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly, and very notably discharged. But come, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to skate the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
That was awesome.
Yeah.